Chicken, Kentucky.
Welcome to the Adventure Closet. I'm Liz and this is Charlie. We are two 80s and 90s kids that never lost their sense of wonder. We're all over the map, exploring wild and abandoned places, discovering rocks, geology, and history of different areas, all while living and traveling in our minivan Opal. I guess you can say our life is a mixtape of adventures. So hop in the van, hit the subscribe button, and let's go somewhere. Good morning. We slept well. Nobody came by. Parking lot's still empty. We're gonna do coffee on the go. So this has been steeping for a minute. And just take it with me. And we're gonna go get another library day in. It's just a editing kind of week. It's beautiful out though. It's cold. All right, see you at the library.
Leave it to a couple of plant-based eaters to show you the very first original KFC.
You don't get much more American than this, so...
Well, you don't get much more Kentucky than this.
Yeah, Kentucky.
So,
Kentucky history at its finest.
yes. So we are here in Corbin, Kentucky. Now, we had no clue that this is the birthplace of KFC. We just happened to find camping around here for free and a library. So we ended up driving here, and then as we drove through, we realized that there's a sign that said, hey, this is the birthplace of KFC. So why not? Come along with us, guys, as we explore. It's an actual KFC restaurant slash cafe, I guess. But there is a museum inside. We've all driven by a KFC sometime in our lives. The red and white building with the bucket spinning on top. Guy in the white suit with the little tiny tie. That guy is Colonel Sanders. And yes, he did serve in the Army for a few months at least. That was after lying about his age to enlist, but he still got that honorary title. Mr. Sanders began his fast food making career inside of a Shell gas station in 1935. At the time, he was collecting a measly $105 a month from Social Security. Country fried steak and ham were his actual specialties. Chicken just took too long. That is until he perfected a new fast frying technique that quickly gained popularity. He put in long hours and had aggressively advertised his chicken all over the Kentucky countryside, painting his name on just about every barn along the interstate.
Aww. That looks like Dookie.
That's when a small competitor who owned a Standard Oil gas station in the area began to feel the heat. His name was Matt Stewart, and word got to the colonel that Stewart had painted over one of his advertisements for the second time. So the fast food giant gathered up two of his Shell executive partners and set out to teach Mr. Stewart a lesson. This ended in violence, and the small business owner pulled out a gun and fatally shot one of the Shell executives. In retaliation, Colonel Sanders pulled out his own gun and fired at Stewart, wounding him. Stewart served 18 years in prison for murder. The charges for Colonel Sanders were dropped. Intense altercations with people he disagreed with was quite common for the Chicken Man. If an employee botched a batch of wings, say that 3 times fast, customers could hear his offensive language and aggressive reprimanding from the dining room. He was known for inappropriate language as it was. Colonel Sanders was the true definition of a cantankerous old man. Even after selling his wildly successful franchise in the late 60s, he turned on the new investors by spreading rumors that the food was no good. Meanwhile, opening a new restaurant with his wife called the Colonel's Ladies Dinner House, now called Claudia Sanders Dinner House. KFC did everything to hinder his success, so Mr. Sanders decided to sue his former franchise and actually got a settlement. So now you know a little bit about the background of Colonel Sanders and his chicken empire, which you see everywhere. Inside the restaurant, we're greeted with a museum of Kentucky Fried Chicken memorabilia. There's even a life-size Colonel Sanders that you can sit and get your picture taken with.
And then we got that raise.
In the 1940s, motels had a less than sterling reputation compared to nice hotels. Harlan, that's Colonel Sanders' first name, knew the mother made the decision where the family spent the night. He put this model hotel room in the middle of his cafe and made sure the women had to walk through it to get to the restroom. Seeing how nice the rooms were, he felt sure they would decide to stay with him. Ooh, look at this display. That's nice. Well, that was fun.
That was so much fun. I did not expect that adventure, and it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think it's weird that he had a hotel room in the middle of his cafe so that people had to walk by it just to realize that they had nice rooms there, because motels had a kind of a bad reputation at the time, but he wanted to show how good his motel is.
Yeah, I thought the menu was very interesting with like dishes for 29 cents. And
yeah.
That was cool. That was fun.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks for coming along with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more weird and random adventures. And we'll see you next time.
Bye now.
Bye now.